G'day guys, Simon from HiveKeepers here. Just out to visit this abandoned hive that we've been bringing back to being looked after and well maintained. Can you spot the issue? I'm sure it's pretty obvious. We've had a bit of a failure of the stand. It was a temporary stand and we always had the intention to improve it and make it a bit stronger, but it's beaten us to it. The good news is it probably means that this is really full with a heap of honey. The top flow hive box, we anticipate it's going to have some really good quality honey in it. We know that these are already full and there won't be much spare space. The best thing we can do now is get in there and have a look and see how fix this problem, and also see how far off a harvest we are, which I'm hoping is in the next week or so. Anyway, we'll be in touch in a moment once we pull this open and start to have a look. Cheers. Just going to crack this lid. I've got Dale here with me today. First look, not Dale, Kurt and Dale here. Kurt's going to use the smoker for me. We're just going to get in here and see what's going on. It's nice and stuck together. I'll just get you to put some smoke in under there. Welcome to your first time playing with bees. It's pretty tight, like that's actually really hard work, and that's because the propolis is holding it together. And that way, there's plenty of honey in there, I'm guessing, so I can feel the weight. Am I right?
Yep.
Can't see it with my own eyes yet, but I can feel it. That looks really nice. Look at that, delicious. So they've certainly put plenty away in this lid, but I reckon there was already some honeycomb in there, Dale.
Yeah, I think you're right,
does that ring a bell to you?
Yeah, it does.
I'm just going to put it out our way a bit. We'll come back to that in a moment. Let's have a look in the top of this box here and see how your flow frames are going, Dale. Obviously there's a bit of activity here, and if you can every now and again just make sure there's some smoke going across the top of that. Kurt, that'd be unreal, mate. So flow frames aren't really designed to be pulled in and out all the time. That's not sort of the intention of how they're meant to work. There's a window that you can have a look at from here, from both ends. What we might do today, given we've got to overcome a bit of an issue here, I'm going to lift this whole box off. I'm going to then put it on top of another box I've got sitting there. We'll have a bit of a look at what's going on in here, but what it's really going to do is get us down to these bottom two boxes so we can rectify this issue of the hive tipping over. So I'm going to do my absolute best now to loosen this off. Here, that's loosened off quite well. It's pretty tricky though to get good handle on it. Weighs a metric ton. That's awesome news. Wow, it's got to be full. It has to be full. Whew. And I look down the top, and I know it's going to be hard to see, but you might be able to see in through there. But I can see it capped over, and I reckon the whole lot's going to be capped over, Dale. So
great work, mate.
Proud father of a heap more honey.
Nice.
Bring that camera around here, just because we can. Let's see what's going on here. So, oh, I love it. So on this side here, on the left-hand side, you can see it's capped. I don't know how easy it is. There's probably a bit of a reflection. You can see it's capped. Over here, not quite so. So that, it makes me think in a week from now, we'll have all this capped, no worries, and this whole box will be ready to harvest. That's seriously good news. We'll go back around to that side, and we'll open up that window and see what it's showing us. Hey, check out that.
Chock-a-block.
So there's a little bit of room here for more honey. Tiny bit here, but all capped. Like we've got some warm weather this next few days. I reckon there's plenty of time there for them to catch some more nectar and bring it in. That's really thrilling. Dale, you should be stoked, mate. You've done a really good job with these girls.
Happy days.
What I'm going to do though, that's all we need to see there with that. We need to get over here and do our next thing. We're going to hit pause, give us a chance just to come up with our strategy of how we're going to do that over here. Cheers. So I had to turn the camera off. I needed all three of us on lifting the hive and putting those timbers under. You can see we've got a much better result. Lifting it up off the ground is going to stop moisture getting in. Nice flat even surface. A great little landing platform for them at the front there. All we want to do now is get the flow hive back on here and we're going to be able to do that nice and easily now that we've got a good surface. What's really an added bonus, especially for you, Dale, is when we harvest next week, so I reckon that'll be when we're good to go, is we've got this great platform at the back that we can put the jars to collect the flow honey. So we'll make sure we get a video of that for everyone to have a look at next week.
Yep.
But this box is pretty much 90% there. We've decided not to go further down because they are an aggressive colony. We need to requeen this colony. That's not going to happen today. We're not prepared for that. We will get back to that at some point. So I'm just going to put this on there. We'll put the lid back on. Kurt's just keeping them a little bit subdued with some smoke because they were pretty cranky with us there for a bit. That's where we're at today. It's so heavy, I can't really afford to try to put it down in any other way. Like I'd normally put it on a bit of an angle and sort of spin it, swivel it around, but I can't do it, it's too heavy, which is a good problem to have. So happy with that, that's easy. The next bit is to put this lid on. We need to replace this lid, Dale.
Yep.
You can see, if you come up close near where my thumb is here, you can see the damage of the wood. We've got to get a new lid on this.
Yeah, okay, sure.
That's all right. I don't know, I hadn't spotted that before now. I don't know why I hadn't seen it before.
No.
Certainly smell the crankiness in the air. It's not a pleasant smell, the attack pheromone. Bitter on the nose, I reckon. That's all right, we can leave the smoke now. We'll just step back. We'll be thankful to them for the effort that they've created for all that honey. Like at the start of this season, I didn't think we'd get honey from really any hive. We certainly will. Can't wait to get here next week and give it a shot. But anyway, thanks for watching. You can see more at the HiveKeepers YouTube channel. And don't forget to check out the HiveKeepers smartphone app. For March and April 2017, we've got a 30% off sale. So make sure you get over there and take a look and get on board. Cheers.